Hello guys, my name is Pino Honkasway. Today they have the big news that arrest of 2 or 3 recall who lured the girl under 18 years old to commit incident act for the buyer from the Chinese. And now we will go watch how the police dare to commit Excuse me.
Yes. Yes.
Do you have news already?
No. No.
I just want the time, just a minute, to see this and recommend. What do you think?
Okay.
I agree with the government should legalize sex work. So in today's society, especially since new generation tend to be more open-minded about it, many people see it as a personal choice that should be respected, and no one should be judged just because they work in sex work. Making sex work legal has a lot of benefits. First, it can reduce the risk of exploitation, like violence or being forced into the work, because people would be able to ask for legal help without fear. Second, it helps people see that sex work is just another job that deserves respect and basic rights. Like any other profession, there could also be health and safety standards like regular check-up to prevent the spread of disease. So legalizing is good. Illegal sex work and human trafficking will decrease, and it will help protect sex workers and ensure they have a safety working. But from a Thai culture, it's still not really accepted in Thai society, which is based on Buddhist. So sex work is often seen something not suitable. This is especially true for women who are expected to be polite and gentle, like Glasatri, and in Islam society and like Islam too, the sex worker gone. When I see news like this, it makes me really sad and worried because these younger are often tricked or forced with things like money or trust, leaving them stuck in situation they can get out of because they don't know better and are scared. The fact that girls around 18 years old are lured into sex work, it shows how big the problem of human trafficking and vulnerable people are being taken advantage. So the kids uh, could be protected the most. In my opinion, whether the government should make sex work legal depends on how it is managed and the rule created. If it's done well, I agree because it can bring many benefits. Making sex work legal can protect workers by giving them rights, better safety, and access to health care. It can also help reduce abuse, violence, and human trafficking. For example, in the Netherlands, sex work is legal and workers are protected by the law. They get regular health checks, work in safer place, and can report problems without fear. However, if sex work is not managed properly, I do not agree. Without strong rules, problems like trafficking and abuse can still happen. For example, in Thailand, where sex work is illegal, human trafficking and exploitations are still big issue. It shows that just make it legal will not solve our problem. If the legal makes sex work legal, it is very important to have strict rules. That rules should include regular health checks, protecting worker rights, and stop abuse of children or forced labor. The rule must also be followed closely to keep everyone safe. So I agree with legalizing sex work only if there are strong rules to protect workers and stop harm. If those rules are not in place, making sex work legal might cause more problems than it solves. In my opinion, the news about children being tricked into illegal activity, like selling service to criminals, is very upsetting. It shows how vulnerable children can be taken advantage of and how the system that should protect them are not working. The emotional and mental harm to their children is serious. From a legal point of view, we need to follow children's protections law more strictly and punish those who harm children more severely. We also need to focus on helping the victim heal and rebuild their life. It's not just about punishing the criminal, but also about preventing that situations, giving focus on criminal group, and teaching children how to protect themselves. We all have a responsibility to give a children safe.
For me, I'm agree with that sex workers should be legalized, and I believe that if there is a more openness about sex and greater protection for those who work in the profession, people with different sexual uh, orientation can engage in consensual sex more freely. It will be safe for workers, allowing them the freedom to express their our sexual style without the fear of the child predation or concern about rape, uh, as they as they can choose from various uh, various various style and find sex workers easily if sex work is legal and accepted. Thank you. In this video, for me, I don't like people who are children like this. It destroy the future of children just for money or benefit for yourself, and it is the issue of child predation is complex and often involves various factors. I want our country have a policy to solve this problem.
As I have seen the news, I feel sad for the news and I feel really sorry for the girls, those girls who fooled by these two women. So I think
if the government have proof about the sex working to be legal, this kind of case would be decreased. So I would agree if the sex works are legal in Thailand. First advantage of this, I think, is about the easiness for the government to control both workers and the customers from this career, and they can earn more taxes and make more like country's income from this career, and they from this career, like from the tourists, from the foreigner or something. Next is about the rapers and the prey. I think these will be decreased from our society, so it will be more safe because it doesn't illegal anymore to have a service from sex workers. It will be more comfortable for the user to decide to take this service. Like they can normally walk through and take the service by don't have to care of other eyes, like when we walk to buy something. And in addition, as I just said before, the government can exactly control and design about this career, and the safety will be much more confirmed to both users and the sellers. Thank you.
For me, I feel like there should be law that can reduce this kind of thing, make people who think about doing it fear and not dare to do it. And the children should be taught how to protect themselves and not trust strangers. And the government should deal with the human tracking more decisively. I agree. My personality, I think if were illegal, it would have much better effect, allowing the Department of Health to help and take care of this kind of thing more, creating safety and comprehensive law that protect the people who work in this area or this kind of work. Sex workers should be better than now.
For me, I also both of agree and disagree about the sex worker is legal. I agree that if sex workers are legal, it will have many positive effects, such as reducing human trafficking or forced prostitutions, and having the right to protect service providers such as the protects from making tax advantage of, and having more income from tax collections and make the economy better too. But in my disagree, because in my opinions, I think it will relate to about the disease. Some people do not take precautions or don't protect when they have a sex. It may lead to little problems like such as HIV infections. And working as a sex worker may cause family problems because like the husband or the wife, they use this service more and more, and they not care about the love that they have together. ก็คือเหมือนละเลยความรักของกันและกัน and it can affect about the family life too. And also sex worker can be the third person in relationship เหมือนเป็นมือที่สามได้ในความสัมพันธ์นะคะของที่เป็นในครอบครัวเนาะ or have a little house, so it can have effect of the family life too. And it can take a new generation to be more interesting about this job because the income is good and they can earn money more easily, just like go to have sex, and they can take the easy money, can take easily money from this job.
and therefore it's like a point that attracts to the new generations to be interesting in this job. And for my opinion, if I have to choose about this, I agree about the sex worker is legal. I cannot decide that because I have thought about the two sides too. I also have a positive side. I also agree, and I also disagree because I see the negative side too. But I think government have to listen to the majority of the people or the higher vote of the people in the country, what they say about that, what they think about if sex worker is illegal, is have a positive or not, and have to talk about if they have a negative side, what the government can do and can fix the problem that can make the sex worker legal too. Yeah, I think in my opinion, just for listening to the higher sound in the country, what the people think about sex worker is legal, is they agree or not agree. Yeah, for me that is all about. Bye bye. For me, for a news that I saw a moment, it make me feel that our country is not safe for the youngs or for their children under 18 years old because there is deceptions or entertainments easily attracting children's attentions, and there are no law to support it, and it is a bad thing. It can lead children to homes and may make children not there to meet new sociality because they are hunted by the incidents. And at only 18 years old or under the 18 years old, they have no thought about anything carefully, and they may believe people would causing children to promise to go with them just because they want what the two people have and teach them to believe, which may cause damage to the children too.